Ladies and gentlemen, I would have to admit my favorite company in gaming is Nintendo. It is the company that made me fall in love with video games. But there is one Nintendo console that I hold dearly to my heart, and I would have to say that it is my favorite gaming console of all time, and that is the Gamecube. So what I would like to do today is to tell you what I think are the 10 best Gamecube games of all time. So that's exactly what we're going to do. My name is Robot Joe and I'm your host as always. Let's go ahead and get started. Yes, I predominantly cover Nintendo Switch stuff on this channel, and I do think the Switch is the greatest Nintendo console of all time, but it is not my favorite. I would have to say that goes to the GameCube. So I thought it would be really fun to go over what I think is the best 10 GameCube games. Before we get started, make sure you hit a like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram so we can keep this community growing. And remember, at 4,000 subscribers, we're giving away a Switch game, and at 500 followers on Instagram, another Switch game. So don't miss out. Let's go ahead and get into this video. So looking back now, people hold the Windwaker in high regard, but I was there at the time of the release. People didn't really like the graphics. Me myself, I was mesmerized by it. And the Windwaker is in fact my favorite Zelda game of all time. It just changed everything we knew about Zelda. Some people say Breath of the Wild changed everything for Zelda, but in my opinion, I think Wind Waker was the first Zelda game to do that. The game begins with a retelling of an ancient legend among the people of the Great Sea, a vast ocean filled with many small islands and various races. According to the legend, there was once a prosperous kingdom where a golden power was hidden. So another cool thing about Wind Waker, and you might not know this if you've never played this game, is you learn about Link's sister. That's right, Link has a sister, and I would like to see her make an appearance in future games. So a game that recently got remastered on the Nintendo Switch is Metroid Prime. Where did it all start? Well, the first Metroid Prime game was on the GameCube. And I would argue that this game still actually holds up. Like, if you have a GameCube and you have this game, I would just play this version. Samus must travel through the world of Talon 4, searching for 12 artifacts that will open the path to a meteor impact crater while collecting power-ups that let her reach new areas. Samus is badass, there's no other way to say it. And I think Metroid Prime really took the Metroid franchise to the next level, and I'm excited. There is rumors right now that Metroid Prime 2 is going to get remastered for the Switch. Only time will tell, but yeah, this game truly is amazing. The graphics are awesome, the gameplay is great, and like I said, it still holds up to this day. So I always ask people in my videos, what is the best Resident Evil game? And a lot of people have been commenting that they enjoy Resident Evil 4 the most. Well, it turns out Resident Evil 4 was on the GameCube, so it makes sense to me. In the wake of a biological disaster, Leon S. Kennedy, a survivor of the incident, has gone on to become a special agent and the direct employee of the President of the United States. The President's daughter has been kidnapped, and Leon has followed eyewitness reports to a cold village in Europe. In that village, a new adventure awaits. I always thought Resident Evil games were so creepy when I was little, and unfortunately, I never got around to playing them all. But Resident Evil 4 is a game that I did play on the GameCube, and I did think it was a lot of fun. I think it still holds up. It's really good. Again, I do think they have a newer version of this on the Switch, but yeah, play it on the GameCube. You're gonna get all the charm. That's where you need to play this game. Maybe it's nostalgia, maybe it's just my love for the GameCube, but Super Smash Bros. Melee is in fact my favorite Smash game. I mean, I don't know how to describe this game other than it's all your favorite characters beating the crap out of each other. And Super Smash Bros. On the Nintendo 64 was a great entry into the series. You're going to keep hearing me saying this in this video, but the GameCube version does hold up. I don't know what it is about this damn console, but the games are still great in my opinion. And the cool thing is, sometimes I'll go to like a anime convention or a gaming convention and they'll have a Smash tournament. And a lot of times at these Smash tournaments, it's actually Super Smash Bros. Melee that they're playing in the tournament because the gameplay is really that good. It's a lot of fun, and I know this is a weird concept and people are going to say, don't do this, don't do this. But I do think it would be a neat idea to remaster Super Smash Bros. Melee. So my favorite Mario game is in fact Super Mario Sunshine. Do you see the trend that we're following here? A lot of my favorite games of all time are on the GameCube. What can I say about Super Mario Sunshine? It completely changed everything that we knew about Mario. They gave him a damn water jetpack and took you to a tropical island, and I think it was a huge risk coming from Mario 64. Early Mario games, they kind of established the franchise. Mario 64, they gave us our first 3D Mario game, and then they just shook it all up with Mario Sunshine. Going back and playing this recently, I freaking love this game. But there is a stigma around this game. People didn't enjoy like how you would move with the water jetpack, and I understand that. So you either love this game or you hate this game. I love the tropical theme. I love the music that plays. I love Delfino Island. I just love this freaking game. It's just so fluid. Get it? Fluid, water, it's all making sense, right? One of the first games that kind of blew my mind was Soul Calibur 2. I remember walking into my friend's house in like the early 2000s and seeing Link fight somebody who looked like they were in Tekken, and I was like, whoa, is this like a hacked version of a game? What the hell is going on here? But it was a real game, and it was Soul Calibur 2, and that game was awesome. I don't know how this franchise didn't become bigger than it is. I always thought it could rival Super Smash Bros., and I thought they had a good start. I always felt like we needed more games like this now. Like, a game like this could exist simultaneously with Smash Bros. You know what would be cool is they do all these home arcades now. It would be cool to get Soul Calibur in a home arcade. I think that might be able to revive the series. I'm not saying the series is dead, but it just deserves more respect, and it hurts me because these games were freaking awesome. So we got a Paper Mario game on the Switch, but don't crucify me. I did not like it. I just thought it wasn't good, it wasn't intriguing, it wasn't engaging, and if you like that, that is cool. But the best Paper Mario game of all time is Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. In this game, Mario has to travel to the ramshackle town of Rogueport to meet Princess Peach. After news she acquired a map leading to an ancient treasure, he soon finds that Peach has been kidnapped yet again. Damn it, Peach, get your shit together. That's the story. I mean, what else do I gotta tell you? Mario is saving Princess Peach. There's a conspiracy that I have that Princess Peach likes being kidnapped. She has Stockholm Syndrome. It has to be true because who else gets kidnapped this much? She's addicted to being kidnapped. She needs help. She needs treatment. That being said, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, truly amazing. The graphics hold up. I love this game. It's charming, it's engaging, it's intriguing. You want to know what's going to happen next. Everything just works, and I don't know why they didn't just continue with this formula, because this game is awesome. Guys, I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, but my favorite Mario Kart game is on the GameCube. Mario Kart Double Dash. I thought it was so cool to be able to switch your characters, and it was neat because depending on which two characters you have, that's what kind of abilities you're going to get. Yes, you get the same items, but every character has their own special item. So maybe you mix Mario with Donkey Kong, or Luigi with Daisy. I don't know, there's just so many possibilities, and it added an extra element to the gameplay that I just thought was so cool. I guess in theory it's kind of the same as a regular Mario Kart game because you can only hold 2 items, but it just felt so extra, like they were giving you so much more by having 2 characters. And if you're a real gamer, there's always been the conspiracy of why Luigi, his L on his hat is backwards in the cover. So a game that I just thought was so weird and truly intrigued me just by the look of it was Viewtiful Joe. Guys, my name is Robot Joe. Anything with Joe in the title is immediately going to get my attention. On the surface level, this is just kind of like your standard side-scrolling beat-em-up game, but it's so much more than that somehow. Like, they give you platforming elements, like you can jump and double jump. You get to fight multiple enemies on the screen at once, with enemies appearing from all directions, so it keeps the game exciting and like really engaging. But the coolest thing in this entire game is your Viewtiful Effects VFX power, which is designed to emulate camera tricks seen in films. So you use this both battling enemies and solving various puzzles. It's such a freaking unique aspect of gaming. This whole ability, or whatever you want to call it, is so freaking cool, and whoever thought of this needs to be hired for newer games because we're getting the same kind of gameplay over and over. Don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure it got like multiple series or movies or something, because I remember seeing like a show about this after playing this game. The art style was so timeless that they could legit just port this game. It would be good. So when the GameCube launched, you would think, well, it had to launch with a Mario game, but that just wasn't the case. It actually launched with Luigi's Mansion. This was the start of the Luigi's Mansion franchise, and it's a damn good start. You're Luigi, and you have to explore a haunted mansion as you search for Mario and deal with ghosts by capturing them through a vacuum cleaner supplied by Professor Egad. The story takes place over 4 areas, or sets of explorable rooms between boss fights. You eventually get new keys to unlock doors and go to new areas. This game is truly phenomenal. The thing is I just feel like the GameCube graphics hold up so well that this game is still playable to this day, and they are remastering one of the Luigi's Mansions for the Switch. I think it's Dark Moon, but they definitely should have remastered this one first, in my opinion, and brought it over to the Switch. I love Luigi. He's the underdog, and I'm always rooting for him, and anytime he gets to shine on his own is a great time. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about the games that I put on this list? These are my top 10. I'm sure your top 10 would be different. So in the comments below, let me know what games deserve to be on this list, what games you would have taken off. Just start a conversation, I would love to hear it. I truly love the GameCube, I play mine all the time. Right now, in the mail, I'm waiting for Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 for the GameCube. Guys, remember, if you enjoy gaming news, gaming stories, and Nintendo Switch content, or just Nintendo content in general, then you are in the right place. So go ahead and hit a like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram so we can keep the community growing. And you guys know me, I'll see you soon with a new video. Peace out.